We can dance if we want to, and so we will. Plus, some slip and slides are just better than others, and a problem-solving pawpaw makes math more fun. Let's take a look on the bright side. Hello, my friends, and welcome to The Bright Side. I'm your host, Bob Herzog. So, we started last week with some dancing, and I felt that put us in a really good place right out of the chute. So let's do that again. Lindsay Ball is responsible for putting this video out into the ether, and thank goodness she did. Just look at this little man taking his cues from that herky-jerky Halloween decoration. Those things are called air dancers, wind dancers, inflatable tube men, and air puppets. For that little guy, though, it's just his muse for artistic excellence. And so let us all join him as we take this time to reflect on the good things in the world. Let us have a little music with which we can join in this rhythmic celebration of life. Get those hands going. Just dance like no one's watching. A little bit of that. Do not dislocate a hip. Do not tear or rotate a cuff. But do throw your hands in the air like you just don't care. We should maybe start every single show this way with a little iCarly style random dancing. Hey, as fate would have it, those are almost the exact same movements I would make if I was being chased by, well, a cougar.
No. No.
And by cougar, I mean an actual cougar, like a big cat, not being chased by some other life form, sometimes referred to as a cougar, which would be something else entirely. Have you seen this? It's a good thing Kyle Burgess knew not to dance around all willy-nilly when he came face-to-face with a cougar at Slate Canyon in Utah. And this is just a small portion of that encounter. That kitty stalked and lunged toward him for several minutes. Burgess says he stumbled upon a cougar kitten, so he took out his phone, and that's when he quickly realized Big Mama was right there. Somehow, he remained calm, backed away slowly. He also made some loud noises, threw a rock, all of which he learned online to do to get out of that safely. Side note, don't do a search for Cougar Encounter online and then click on any old link, because you'll get something else. Hey, how about one more bright side beastie this week, just because this one made me laugh? Ashley Pierce put this one out into the universe, and I love it. Just look at that little piggy. Little piggy used to fit right through that cat door, but no more. Thanks to a few pandemic pounds, I experienced exactly that same situation with some of my suit pants. Let's knock on another door now and see what we find on the other side.
You've won the Nobel Prize. And so they're trying to reach you, but they cannot. They don't seem to have a number for you.
We gave them your cell phone number.
Yeah, I have. Wow. Yeah.
Just wow! A Stanford professor didn't discover a pig trying to get in, not by the hair of his chinny chin chin, but instead found out he'd won a Nobel Prize in fairly unusual fashion. It's all captured on his doorbell camera. The Nobel Committee apparently had some trouble contacting Paul Milgram, so his neighbor, Robert Wilson, took matters into his own hands. At 2 in the morning, Wilson volunteered to knock on his neighbor's door and tell him they'd both won the Nobel Prize for their work in the field of auction theory. By the way, if you know anyone on the Nobel Committee and I happen to win a Nobel Prize, you also can give them my cell phone number. Probably this next fella you're going to meet won't be winning a Nobel Prize for his feat, but perhaps he should, or at the very least be honored with a world record recognition. An engineering student in eastern Idaho took advantage of his time at home. Jeff Roper has this story.
Creativity comes easy to BYU Idaho mechanical engineering major Joel Dustin. His backyard water park south of Ammon took him and his friends on a crazy ride this summer and a world record attempt. Joel and his friends dug up and laid out a homemade slip and slide over 2 months' time in the foothills near his grandparents' home, and this is his attempt at a world record as documented by the Bonneville County Sheriff's Department last weekend. He's hoping this will be a first, the fastest man on a slip and slide for 100 meters. They're going to try and put it in the Guinness Book of World Records. Joe clocked out at 10.4 seconds on that 2-foot trench of dirt, painter's tarps, and a good old-fashioned garden hose to keep things slippery.
So it's super cool. We got the application in. To be honest, we weren't really planning on telling anyone. It just kind of happened. We were just building a slip and slide, and that was just kind of a side thing. But every one of my friends, we loved growing up here. We think Southeastern Idaho is the best, so it's cool. Maybe we might be helping getting a little more attention over in this place because it deserves it, right?
Spread your legs!
Ooh. It reminds me of those people who chase the wheel of cheese down the hill. You know what I mean? And their bodies are just never the same afterward. Joel says he should hear back from Guinness about his world record attempt in late January. Meantime, the video has the attention of MTV. Joel and his buddies will be featured on the network's upcoming season of Ridiculousness. Now, from one young man putting his engineering skills to the test in his grandparents' yard to a great-grandfather putting his math skills to the test at the kitchen table. You know, there are lots of pluses to solving problems with Pawpaw. Brian Mims shows us the bond spanning 4 generations.
There you go. There you go. Now put it on your paper.
There at the kitchen table, strewn with papers and pencils, 6-year-old Tori Mabe has some figuring to do.
Yeah, it's 15 altogether.
Her math tutor has a wealth of experience figuring.
I was a carpenter, and we had to use a lot of numbers, in construction work.
The name is Dougie Garner, but around this table he's known as Pawpaws.
I always enjoyed numbers. I like to put them together. Yeah.
His daily attire, overalls and a camouflage hat. His credentials, 89 years of figuring out life.
I finished 9th grade. That's as far as I got in school.
From there, he went to work with his uncle as a carpenter. Now, a couple of days a week, he's at home in rural Moore County with his great-granddaughter, a first grader at Bennett Elementary in Chatham County, where all students are learning remotely.
All right, let's see another page here now.
Back in Pawpaw's day, there were no calculators. You figured it out by counting on fingers, writing it down. How does Tori do with math?
She's doing pretty good, for the first grade.
Mm-hmm. He's doing a good job with her. Better than I can.
That's Tori's mom, Allison Mabe.
There's nothing like spending time with family, and everybody loves a Pawpaw.
Pawpaw has lived his whole life out here along Flint Hill Church Road. Raised on a farm down that way. He raised up 3 girls, and sometimes he adds a splash of pink to his dusty old tractor. That's it, a 67 International. Tori hops on for a ride. She helps Pawpaw in the garden, helps him can all the vegetables he grows, and all the while learning math the old-fashioned way.
Counting beans, counting corn, counting acorns, things like that. It's just sweet to see, a great-grandpa helping their 5 or 6-year-old granddaughter. It's something that'll stick with them forever.
I stick it right there.
Tori is shy, doesn't want to speak to this big camera in the kitchen, but that's okay. She has figuring to do, with help from a lovable figure in her life.
Yeah, you better put your name on it.
Brian Mims, WRAL News, Moore County.
What's the answer to that now? What's your answer?
Man, it is good to have a Pawpaw, isn't it? And now from Pawpaw, the math tutor, to a couple of police officers turned babysitters. 2 police officers near San Diego, California, made a scary situation a little brighter for 2 little girls. Vanessa Van Hyft has the story of how they saved the day for 2 young sisters.
There was a father who had a medical emergency.
2 San Diego rookie cops had no idea what that emergency medical call near San Isidro would entail. Daniel Clark and Adriani Vital have been on the force for about a year. They discovered there's some things the academy just doesn't teach.
We just wanted to distract them from what was going on.
These children, 2 and 4, were left with no one to watch them when their dad had a medical emergency.
Had no one who could watch for them at the time, no family in town, no friends.
The officers rushed over and stepped up.
I kind of already knew, being a father and already having a 3-year-old, just kind of like what kids are into. And
were they scared of the situation, and did you have to do anything special to kind of calm them down?
We were able to play hide and seek with them. We were able to talk about their favorite movies and what they like to watch, and found out that one of their favorite songs is Baby Shark, so got to play Baby Shark also.
So you sang that song to them?
Yes, my partner is a very good singer. He sang for them.
For a little more than 2 hours, going above the call of duty.
Just to put a smile on their face as well it just meant a lot. It was just a great interaction, made my day. We just want to show people that we're human too. We do always want to give back. And sometimes it comes in different shapes and sizes of when we can and how we do it.
And this time, it came in the form of these smiles.
Bonding over Baby Shark. I love it. And the girl's father, by the way, is doing okay, and the family was reunited about 2 hours later. Well, we've got time for one more now. One more to inspire. The love of a husband and the kindness of a stranger lead to a woman's new lease on life. My friend Alexa Helwig has more.
It all started right here. Aaron Thorne standing outside a Hamilton shopping center last December with this big sign. He wanted people to know his wife Kelly needed a kidney, and this was the only way he knew how.
What a roller coaster ride. I mean, it's just been amazing, quite honestly, to see people from all around the world reaching out and saying we care.
Kelly went into renal failure last September. She has struggled through many complications over the past year, but her family never stopped working toward the goal.
He has been my rock, has been there taking care of me despite his health issues. I wouldn't have been able to get through all of this without him for sure.
About a year later, Kelly picked up a phone call from Christ Hospital. Her doctor said they found a match.
It was a lady in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, that had come forward, and she had done all the tests and passed everything with flying colors.
Little did they know Cheyenne Frappier had been following Kelly's journey on social media for months. She first saw the story on her local news in Pittsburgh.
I shared it on Facebook too, but something about their story just was so close to me.
The 26-year-old lost her dad to heart disease and mom to brain cancer. She made the brave choice to get tested, and doctors told her she was Kelly's perfect match.
My heart was really in it for Aaron, seeing him be so devoted to helping his wife get that kidney.
It's a gift that Kelly and her family say they'll never be able to repay.
I don't even know how to thank you, but I really honestly do and appreciate you coming forward and helping me.
Now, Kelly's doctors are waiting for her broken ankle to heal, and they hope to schedule the transplant surgery for next month. Isn't that something? Be kind to your family, be kind to your friends, be kind to strangers. And remember, you can always find the good stuff right here. Tell your friends to come along, share, subscribe, like the videos, and we'll see you next time when we take a look on the bright side.